8th grade. We are doing lesson 4.6 on your worksheet, writing equations in slope-intercept form. What is slope-intercept form?
Y equals no. Y2 minus Y1.
What's slope-intercept form?
Y equals mx b.
Wrong one.
It's
Okay. This is the number one equation I want you to leave this classroom knowing. Okay?
Slope.
Okay, I think Eva was thinking of the next one. What is the equation to solve for slope? Put this in your journals.
Y equals y2 minus y1.
X2 minus
Under is x2 minus x1.
Very good. So those are the two equations you need to know.
I had the other ones.
Yeah, I thought so. Yep. Well, you're going to do it some more today. A lot. All right, so we're on the front page. Caleb, you good?
Huh?
Was that Nico that time?
Yeah, that was me. I'm writing my book. I'll speak to you.
I think he's lying to me. All right, so it says, write the equation in slope-intercept form of the line that passes through the given point. So you see on your paper a graph. You see it?
Yes.
What are the 2 points that it lists?
4 and -1 and 0. No, and -3.
I heard all kinds of points there.
4, comma, -1.
There it is.
Oh.
All right, thank you. I think it was because you were talking on top of each other, and I was like, wait, what's happening? All right, so those are the 2 points that they've listed. Looking at those 2 points on the graph, do we know our y-intercept just by looking at it? Look at the graph on your paper. What's the y-intercept?
Oh, m equals y. M equals, wait.
Y2
Y2 minus y.
Where does it cross the y line?
2. -3.
-3.
Oh.
So you looked at the graph. Somewhere down here at -3, we have our line crossing. Right? So right away you already know on our equation, y equals mx plus b, you already know the b. It's -3. Comprende?
Yep.
Okay, so now we need to find the slope. To find the slope, yes, could you look at the graph and count it? Sure. I want you to learn the algebra behind it. So we're going to do this equation a lot today. So we have 2 points. The other way to look at these 2 points is, see how this is x and y here? This is x and y here. When x equals 0, y is my y-intercept. So if you see 0 in this point, then you know that's where it crosses the y line. Okay? Which one do we want as our 1s and 2s?
-3 for our 2.
So we're going to make this our 2s and this our 1s. It doesn't matter. The math will work either way. So I'm going to say, using that equation, -3 minus a -1. This one minus this one. Over, start with the same one, 0 minus 4. The way to make sure you wrote it correctly is this coordinate right here vertical? Yes. And is this coordinate here vertical? Yes. So we're good. So now we can do our math. What is -3 minus a -1? This becomes a what?
2 plus 1.
So -3 plus 1 is?
-2.
Excellent. 0 minus 4 is just, what's a negative divided by a negative?
Positive 1. So that's 1/2.
And then reduce it. So 1/2. So our slope is 1/2. Now can I rewrite all of this into slope-intercept form?
Yes.
Because we know our slope, y equals,
1/2 x.
and what was my y-intercept?
-3.
Do I have an equation for a line?
Yes.
You're done.
Wait, why did we put the -3 there?
Because I want this equation written, and that is my y-intercept. So that's where it's crossing the y line. Any questions?
No, ma'am.
Feel like you got it? Okay, so now do numbers 1, 2, and 3 and stop there. Just 1, 2, and 3. Let me show you what I want on your paper. I want to see you write the 2 points that you're using to solve it. Okay, because later on you get to pick the points. Right now, these are the set points. I want to see your m equals and then how you wrote your equation, and then I want to see your slope-intercept form equation. Make sense? You do not have to graph on this paper today.
Yes. Thank God.
Tell me how you really feel, Kelly.
I feel great. I hate graphing.
Me too.
I haven't finished this.
All right, algebra. How are we doing on our
So what numbers do we do?
1, 2, and 3? And that's it
What to do?
to start with. Alina, I like your socks.
Thank you. I was telling you to go back up there and get other socks.
Why? I like them.
I know, so I just grabbed these off my desk.
Fun. All right, Eliana, you done with your vocab? Okay, give you just a second. Yes. Yes. Where's my face? Hi. Okay, algebra. So we are adding to your knowledge today a little bit. We are going to talk about translations and reflections. And I need to mirror my screen.
Okay.
I forgot that part. There. Now you can see it. Okay. So tell me, what is a family of functions?
A group of functions with similar characteristics.
Okay, and what is a parent function?
A basic function of family.
Yep, the most basic function. So think of it as the OG, the original function. For non-constant linear function, the parent function is f of x equals x. So that's our OG formula here. Okay? The graphs of all the other non-constant linear functions are transformations of this parent function. Transformation just changes the size or shape, meaning it's going to move on the coordinate plane or stretch or shrink. Okay? A translation specifically, now these are easy to get messed up. Transformation is just think it moved or changed shape. Translation means all it did was shift either left or right on the graph or up or down. Sometimes both. Okay? So in this case, we have our original function, which is this black line, y equals f of x. And it translated the y. You see how the y-intercept went from 0 to, we're going to say that's a plus 2, whatever. So this translated vertically 2. Okay? This one translated vertically down 2. Okay? So that's what happens here. It just changed. It came up on the y line or it went down on the y line. I need you to look up here so I know you're learning. Okay? Oh, I'm sorry. These were horizontal.
Yeah, those are in it.
This was vertical.
In it.
This is horizontal. So from here it went to the left. That makes more sense anyways. And from here it went to the right.
Does it stretches away from the y line.
Correct.
And then
And then this one, you see how they're just going up or down on the y line.
down.
Correct. Okay, now what I want you to take notice of is this formula. Okay, so for our red line, shh, guys, you see how when we translated left, we have the negative h here? And then this is going to be a negative negative, which makes it positive going this way. So this one, you'll see that it's on the outside of the parentheses. That's your vertical translation. On the inside of the parentheses is your horizontal translation. Because this is dealing with x, right? So when you're dealing with x, we're on the x line. This one, since it's on the outside, it's dealing with y, your plus b. So that's how you know it's going up or down.
So this is just from the side. You make
If
it
it's
negative.
in the parentheses, we're going left or right on the x line. If it's outside of the parentheses,
Okay.
we're going up or down because that's your plus b stuff. That's the cliff notes of what you need to get from this page. Okay, so let's try one. Okay, so we have our original equation, 2x minus 1. You can see that they've graphed it. And they want us to graph two more. A g of x where f of x equals plus 3. F of x plus 3 is what g of x equals. And then the second time, we're going to do f of x plus 3. And then you describe your transformation. So you're just going to tell me what happened. Moved vertically, up however many, or down however many, whatever. So the first one, f of x plus 3, is that going to be a vertical translation or a horizontal translation? Vertical, excellent, because it's on the outside of the parentheses. So we're just going up 3. So from here, you see your y-intercept is at -1?
Yeah.
We're going to go up how many?
3.
So 1, 2, 3. So put a dot here. And what was my slope?
2x.
Yep, 2x. So I'm just going to go up 2 over 1 and put another dot. And then I'll have my new line. Let me click. It'll probably be there.
3. And then you go 2 right.
Because your slope was 2. No, over 1. This is an imaginary 1.
So over 1.
So all I did, I'll do it again here. I took my y-intercept. Everybody look. I took my y-intercept. I know I'm translating up 3. So from here I go 1, 2, 3. You see there? And then my slope,
2.
original slope is 2. So from here I go up 2 over 1, and that would be my second dot. So those would be my 2 new coordinates. Graph it. Does it look like a parallel line?
Mm-hmm.
It should be.
I didn't write
That makes sense. I'm not done. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
All right. All of 8th grade's like, yeah.
Mhm.
All right, so this other one, is this going to be a horizontal or vertical translation?
horizontal.
Horizontal, because it's in the parentheses. So we're going to the left or right 3.
Right.
Unfortunately, it's always backwards. You have to think of this as a plus and negative. So when it's a plus inside, it's going to go to the left. When it's a minus inside, it's going to go to the right. So it is backwards
Plus is left, right?
in this case. All right, so we take our x-intercept, which unfortunately is gross. It's like halfway here between. So we're going to go 1, 2, 3. And again, you're halfway between this one. And then our slope was 2. So from here up 2 over 1. So that would be your second point. And then graph it accordingly. You can cheat the system because I don't like these halvesies. So I would go to my y-intercept because it's on a point and move that over 3 because then it's still on a point. My brain likes that better than this weird halvesy. Make sense? So then from here, I go up to over 1. There's my other point. So my points would have been here and here, which is the same line. So if it helps you to have it on a point, just use your y-intercept and just move it to the left off the y-intercept. You just have to remind yourself, I'm not going up and down on this one, I'm going left to right. All right, any questions on how we did that? It's not terrible, it feels weird, but it's just, you're just moving things around. So keep your journal cheat sheet open for you to do it. And on the next page, or well, on your book, this is talking about a reflection. Okay? So a reflection is, think of it as just going to take the line and reflect it across one of the axes. So it flips the graph over the line. The line is called a line of reflection. So in this case, we have our original line, y equals f of x. It's the black line. And they want us to make it y equals negative f of x. So it's just reflection across the x-axis. Since the negative is on the front, okay, then the x is here. So this is actually dealing with y, even though it's the x line. So you have it here, you're reflecting it across the y. So if I look at my y-intercept, I'm reflecting it across, I'm flipping it over, because it's on the outside of the parentheses, so I'm going down on the y line. So however many up, say this was plus 3 way up here, reflecting it, a negative on the outside means I'm going to go down 3 from the origin. Okay? Across the y-axis, we're dealing with the x's now, because we want to go this way. So it's on the inside of the parentheses. So now you know you're dealing with the x value. And again, we're just, if this was a plus 2, or I guess we're on the black line, negative 2, then I'm going to flip it from the origin plus 2. Okay? I'm going to assume we have an example to go with that real quick.
Wait, so x is dealing with y, and then y dealing with x.
So think more about the in the parentheses and out of the parentheses like we did on the translations. If it's out of the parentheses, it's on the y line, but you're going from like wherever it is on y to the opposite side. If I was at negative 3, I'd go to positive 3. Positive 3, I'd go to negative 3. If it's in the parentheses, I'm on the x line. That's an easier way to think of it. All right, so let's do this one in your journals. Oh, they made an output table. Gross. I'm not doing an output table. All right. So when you graph it, here's your original equation: 1/2 x plus 1. So my y-intercept is 1.
1/2.
No, the 1. Y-intercept is plus b. And then my slope is up 1/2. So then the other point is there. So now we have our equation, correct?
Yep.
Our line. It said to graph it said to graph the negative f of x. So negatives on the outside of the f of x. Is this going across is this dealing with the y line or the x line? Y line. So on my y-intercept, it went up 1. So reflecting it's going to go which way?
Down 1.
So from the origin, I go down 1. So that'll be my first dot.
Okay. And then don't you go up 1? And then right.
So, and then it's an opposite
One
slope. So instead of 1/2, it'd be negative 1/2.
So you can go.
So you're going to go down 1/2.
Yeah, down 1 is 1.
Instead of up 1/2, you go down 1/2. You're always going to go to the right. But it just changes. Instead of going up 1, I go down 1. So the equation for this red line would be y equals negative 1/2 x minus 1. It basically turned everything in here negative. All right, let's do the other one. So same original line. So now we're reflecting it. See how the negative is inside the x? So now what line are we reflecting on?
X.
On the x line, which means across the y-axis. So if I'm on negative 2 here on the x, where am I going to reflect it to? Positive 2 on the x. Okay, so I put my point over there on the plus 2. Okay, and then instead of my slope being up 1/2, I'm going to go down 1/2, which in this case they ran out of graph. So down 1/2 is the same as up 1 back 2. So if I were to go down 1/2, it's the same as going up 1 back 2. Either way, it works.
Since for the x one it says negative f, and then for this is minus x, right?
Are you talking about this one?
Yeah.
So it's f of negative x.
So then how do you graph the y and the slope?
So it's the same, except for this is negative.
Oh, we're just using that equation to.
Yeah, this is the same equation.
Oh, okay, okay.
Boop. We're just reflecting it across this way instead of that way. So same equation. The difference here is the slope would change to a negative. My y-intercept is still the same. It does not change because we're changing the x value, not the y value. You'll see here the x-intercept stayed the same.
Yes.
Y value changed. Here, the y stays the same, x changes.
Okay.
Great questions, all of you.
Changes.
All right, any other questions on that? Have y'all solved world peace back there by now?
Yeah, we're solving world peace.
Good.
And we're hungry.
Excellent. I didn't have breakfast, now I'm hungry.
No,
Oh,
I agree.
Well, actually, there's an apple right there.
There's nothing else.
I think that's
All right, so now you guys, algebra, are doing numbers 1 and 2. This lesson's a heavy lesson. We may not get through it all today. All right. For our next example, you see that they have given you a table. X and Y. So we have negative 2, 9, 0, 1, 1, negative 3, 2, negative 7. The instructions are to write an equation in slope-intercept form. So, do we have enough information to solve for the slope?
Yeah.
Yes, because all you need is 2 points. How many points do we currently have we're looking at? 4. So we don't need all 4. Let's pick 2 of these. Which 2 do we want to choose? I don't care. Huh?
0, 1.
Okay, so this one, and I heard that one.
Yeah.
All right, so those are going to be our points. Which ones are 1s and which ones are 2s? It doesn't matter.
9 is Oh, mine.
So make that our 2's and this our 1's?
Yeah.
All right. So we're going to say y's on top. So 9 minus 1 over.
-2 minus 0.
Very good. What's 9 minus 1?
8.
What's -2 minus 0?
-2.
Can I simplify that?
Yes.
It would be
-4.
-4 is my slope. Okay, do I have the information to find out what my y-intercept is, Ariel?
Yes.
We do.
Yes. It's -2.
It's not -2.
It's 1. It's 1.
It's 1. Why is it 1?
Because
It's a 0.
if it has a 0,
Because the x value right here is a 0, which means this is my y-intercept. So now I can write my equation.
I just learned that.
You did. Y equals, what's my slope?
-4x plus 1
And my y-intercept
plus 1.
plus 1. So then that would be your answer.
Really? I heard that.
You did good. All right. Got it?
Yes.
All right. Go do numbers 4, 5, and 6.
Wait, do we have to write the chart on the paper?
You do not have to write the chart. You do need to write what 2 points you're using. So on this one, I would have written on my paper -2901. That way, when I grade it, I can see what points you used.
We should all accidentally write and use the same one.
So you can check each other.
Nah, I'm not doing that. I don't believe
You should write the ones Miss Cease used. But you
Oh, I get it.
Yeah, can I have your paper?
no. All right. So I'm going to go over monitoring progress 1 and possibly 2 with you guys. Need to move my face. It's not. It's the same, guys. All right, so on the computer it says using F graph G. So we're only graphing one line, but I'm going to demonstrate the first line and then clear it, and then we'll put the second line. So the first line is here. We have 3x plus 1. So if I were to graph that, I would go up to 1 and put a dot, right? What's my slope? So I'm going to go up 3 over 1, and there's my second one. So that's my original line. So you should have and this one we are. Okay, so the negative is on the inside or the outside of the parentheses. So are we moving on the y line or the x line? X line. No, on the y line. This is the x line, this is the y line. This is on the outside of the parentheses. Okay, so on the y line, I am flopping it to a negative. Oh, but this is a -2, so I'm not just flopping it, I'm moving it.
To a -2.
Yes.
Yeah, I started at -2.
Because from this 1, I'm translating up or down how many?
-2.
Yes, I know it's wrong.
Where'd you start? Oh.
Okay, so it was at a +1, right? My y-intercept?
Yeah.
This case, from the y-intercept, I'm going down how many?
2.
So from here I go 1, 2, and put a dot. See it?
Wait. Can you repeat that one time?
This is just a translation. This is not a reflection.
Yeah.
So from the original point, which is at 1,
Yeah. Okay. 1. Yeah. Which one?
my new y-intercept is what?
-2.
No, I go down 2. It's not my new y-intercept. I go down 2. So from here I go 1, 2, and put my new dot. So my new y-intercept is what?
-1.
-1. My slope stays the same.
Yeah.
So it was 3 over 1, so I go up 3 over 1, put a second dot. Translations, remember, it's going to be the same line, just shifted up or down, left or right. That's it. You guys are still thinking reflections since we did reflections.
Yeah.
Go back to translations where we're just going up or down, left or right.
Wait. So the y point moves down to -1.
This is telling you I need to go down from here too. From this point
Yeah.
on a translation. Okay, so on the second one, is it on the inside or the outside of the parentheses?
Outside. Inside.
Inside, which means I'm going to move on which line?
Horizontal.
The horizontal line on the X one. Okay? Now my y-intercept was originally at 1, right? So if I were to move it, now remember, this is going to be opposite on the inside. It's a negative here. So instead of going to the left 2, I'm going to the right 2.
Okay.
Yes, on the inside of these functions, it's opposite of what you think. Normally we would go left on a negative, in this case it's opposite. So if my y value started at 1, which it did, I'm going to move it to the right 2 and put a dot. And then what's my slope? Same slope, so 1, 2, 3 over 2, that could be your second dot.
1, 2, 3 over 2.
Over 1, I think I said 2. 3 over 1.
1, 2, 3.
2 over 1.
So it started here, up 2 over 1.
Okay, no, I have a question.
Is it 2? It's not 2, it's 3. Right here, it's the 3. So from that dot, up 3 over 1. Too many 2s and 3s. From this dot, up 3 over 1, you see here, if I were graphing, it'd be right there. It would still be the correct line. Okay, now let's go down below. If I were to describe these, the graph of G is what kind of translation was it? Yes. And how many units did we go?
2.
2 units up or down.
Down.
So you'd say vertical, 2 units down. This one was what kind of translation?
Horizontal.
Yep. And how many units did we move?
3.
No, it's 1.
What's in the parentheses?
2.
2. So we moved 2.
2.
And did we go left or right?
Right.
So horizontal to the right.
Yeah, that's what you're supposed to do.
Yes. All right, so try and do number 2 now.
Oh my.
Oh, well, is that the reflection?
That was just like that.
No, it's the reflection. All right, you want to do these together?
Yes, please.
So our first equation, what is my y-intercept?
What intercept?
Yeah, -2.
You can look in your book. -2. Okay, so my y-intercept is at -2. What's my slope?
Your slope is -4.
So I'm going to go down 4 over what?
4 over 1.
Correct. So this is my original line. All right?
Okay. -2. Perfect.
Down 4.
Down 4 over 1, because your slope is a -4. That's your original line.
Okay. Yeah, you start at -2. You
Yep.
cross the y.
Yep.
And then you go down 4.
Yep.
1, 2, 3, 4. Over
Yep.
1.
Yep.
Okay, I got it.
All right, so this is our original line. Now we're going to do a reflection. Is it across the y on the y line or the x line?
Y?
Question mark? It's on the y line.
Yeah, so I
It's outside the parentheses, so we're reflecting across on here. So if my y-intercept's at -2 and I want to
+2.
reflect it,
+2 in the.
it's gonna go. It's wrong because I did the original line. So you see here how my -2 became a +2.
Yeah.
Okay. My slope also flips from negative to positive. So from my new dot, I'm going up 4 over 1 instead of down 4 over 1.
Get it.
So you see how the correct line is a perfect reflection of the red line?
Yes, ma'am.
Red line is my original line. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay, let's do the next one.
So what would be your answer? Both of them being.
Oh, down below?
Yeah. No, the graphic. Answer.
No, just the second line. They just want you to graph the second line. I am graphing the first line to show you. On your paper, you can have both. That's fine. Maybe point at the new line so that I know for sure that you know that's the new line. Draw me a little arrow or something.
Find another graph. I can just do both answers.
Do you have 1 line or 2 lines?
This
I don't
one-
want 4 lines on a graph.
2 lines.
So if you've already done 2 lines, then do a new graph. Yep. Sorry. 4 lines would be a lot for my brain. I mean, I can, but. All right. So the second graph, what's our original, is the same original equation, right? So 2 down 4 over 1. Oh, I see why you wanted to do it on the same one. I could probably handle it.
Okay, let's go.
Yep, go for it. All right. So on this one, what's our reflection? On the X or the Y?
X.
On the X. Now, I like using the Y-intercept because it's a pretty little dot. But I'm going to, instead of going up and down, I'm going left or right.
That's right.
It is a negative X. Instinct wants you to go one way. Which way are we actually going to go?
Opposite.
So which way are we going?
Right.
To the right.
To the right.
How many?
So you can start it. 4. 40.
No, what's right here?
-1.
And then 1.
So positive 1?
Sus. Yeah, we go up 1. No.
So all we're doing is changing our slope. Because the negative's in front of the X, not after it. If it said X minus something, we would move this value to the left or right. But since it's in front of the X, we're just changing this 4. It's a negative 4, which makes it a.
Positive 4.
So your Y value stays the same at -2, and we go up 4 over 1. Yeah. Because all this negative did was apply to that 4, that -4. That make sense? If it was after the X, then we would actually translate left or right. But since it's in front of the X, it's just multiplying times that slope. All right, so let's describe these. The graph of this first one is a reflection on which axis did it flip across? We moved on the Y line. But which one did it flip across? It went from here up here across this line. So it's when you're moving the Y value, you're moving across the X axis. Not confusing at all. Yeah. So when we move the Y line, Chloe, look here. We went from this dot to this dot, right?
Yeah.
We moved the Y-intercept. But across what line did we move it? The X line.
Yeah.
So it's opposite of what you think. On this one, we had it,
On the bottom.
we had the graph is a reflection across this one is across the Y line because originally I'm here and I went to here technically.
Okay.
So the second one is across the Y line. Basically, when you're moving on the X line, it's across the Y line. And if you're moving on the Y line, it's across the X line. All right. Algebra, we're going to stop there for you guys today. We will do the second half tomorrow. It's a lot. All right. You can do it. Okay, 8th grade. Let's do your last one. We have one more example. No, keep it. You can put it in your book if you want for tomorrow. All right, 8th grade. Let's do your last example.
Let's go.
We have a graph. I hope you're all watching.
Oh, yes.
That is at -2, and it's a horizontal line, correct?
Yes.
And then we have a point over here at -6, -2. We have a point over here at, it's way over here, -1, -2. So it's a rough graph, it's fine. So I have a graph with 2 points. And it says which equation is shown in the graph. Okay, so we're going to use our m equals to solve for the equation. Do I have 2 points?
Yes.
Yeah.
Then I can solve this.
All right.
Which one do you want as your 1s and your 2s?
1, 2.
So this is my 2s and this is my 1s?
Yeah.
All right, so we're going to start. -2 minus a -2
Yep.
over -6 minus 1. Everybody agree?
Yes.
All right, so this negative becomes a,
Positive.
so -2 plus 2 is,
0.
-6 minus 1 is
-7.
-7. Julie held it in. 0 divided by 7 is what?
0.
0. So what's my slope? Does that make sense since it's a beautiful horizontal line? Yes.
Oh, yeah.
So your slope should be 0.
But if it's like vertical, it's undefined.
Correct. All right, so if my slope is 0, I just need to figure out where my y-intercept is. Where's my y-intercept? Where does it cross the y-line?
2.
Two.
-2.
There it is, -2. So y equals -2. Do I have a slope?
No.
No. So then this is my graph.
X, no X.
No x. That's what slope is, remember? In front of the x is the slope.
Oh, yeah.
So if I could write it like this, Julie. Y equals 0x minus 2. That is the same thing. Because this is 0x, so I don't need this. So you see how they're the same equation? And if you need to write 0x for your brain, do it. It's not wrong. Okay? Also, I could have looked at that and said, okay, it's a horizontal slope, so I just need y equals something. And then I look on the graph and go, I'm at -2, so I could have said A is my answer just by looking at it. You wouldn't have had to write anything. Okay? On your paper, for 7 through 9, you're going to write the points that they give you. You're going to solve it like this, and then you're going to tell me what the slope-intercept form is, like you've been doing. So you only have 3 more problems and you're done.
6 is not one question.